It's December 30th, 2021. I'm Todd Dunn, and today I am on my way over to Northeast Harbor. Not for any particular reason other than I haven't been there on land for months, since sometime last spring. Don't exactly remember when. I have been over there by boat, but I didn't get off the boat. So I am driving Sargent Drive, which passes through the part of Acadia National Park that comes down to the east side of Somes Sound. And that is where I am right now, in Acadia National Park on the east side of Somes Sound. So let's take a look at Somes Sound. Here it is. See, it's very calm, very empty. The white on the shore up there is shrink wrap on boats. But across the sound over there, just above the high water level, the white is ice on the rocks. It has been cold at night lately, and water running down has frozen. And there are the cliffs of Valley Cove. I walked over there just a couple weeks ago, and you can see there's a fair amount of ice on the cliffs there. As I was driving over here, I noticed that the rocks alongside the road also have a lot of ice on them. Although here it looks like some local people have put water with food coloring on the rocks to generate colored ice. And so anyway, I'm on my way to Northeast Harbor. We're going to continue here on Sargent Drive into Northeast Harbor. We'll take a look at downtown, and then we'll go down to the waterfront. So let's continue on over to Northeast Harbor. Here I am in downtown Northeast Harbor. There's one of the two banks, and here's the other one across the street. And this is Main Street. Not too many businesses open. I think the hardware store there is open. I see lights on inside, at least some. And other than that, it's pretty quiet down here. So let's walk down a little bit and take a look at a little bit more of downtown Northeast Harbor. Now, downtown here is only a couple of blocks long, so you don't see a lot of activity here this time of year. Matter of fact, so far the only people I see walking around are a FedEx driver and a UPS driver. Now it looks like up here the power company is doing some work, and there are a few people coming out of the Pine Tree Market, which apparently is open. And Main Street Variety there is open. But I'm guessing that pretty much all of the restaurants and little art galleries and the like here in Northeast Harbor are closed. We'll walk the whole length of downtown. It's only about 2 blocks long. So there isn't a lot to see here in the winter. It's very, very quiet. There is a bit of traffic, and I have noticed that despite it being the end of December, we have had a fair number of tourists here since Christmas. Okay, this is the main sort of downtown area as we walk past various restaurants and tourist-oriented businesses that are closed for the season. Now there are a few shops that are open. A clothing store. They're not exactly jam full of people. And I think I'm not going to be able to go much further because power company is here putting in new poles and stringing new high voltage lines. But as you can see, it's very, very quiet here. And here's a store that is fairly new, wasn't here last time I was in downtown, that is open. It appears to be a home furnishing store. So this is the end of downtown anyway, so Northeast Harbor, Maine. Let's head on down to the waterfront. All right, leaving Main Street here, we're going to turn left onto C Street. That's S-E-A. And it goes right down to the waterfront. It's about 3 blocks, and then you are at the Northeast Harborfront area, which some years ago now, not that many, maybe 8 or 10, the town rebuilt very substantially to accommodate more tourists. Okay, here we are. We're working our way down to the waterfront parking. This is the big hotel here in Northeast Harbor, Kimball Terrace Inn. They have a restaurant as well. And I haven't been here since last spring when they were just getting ready to open for the summer season. And here we go into the waterfront parking area, which is largely filled up with pickup trucks here from the lobster fishing community. And although it looks like there may be a couple of tourist cars down here as well. So we will go right down to the waterfront and have a look at it from right up here. This is the town boat launch, and then there are 2 town docks. This is the sort of non-commercial dock here, and the next one over is largely commercial, as you can tell by all the lobster boats and a couple of boats that run ferry runs over to the Cranberry Islands. And here comes the lobster boat that will probably tie up here at the town dock. And there's one lobster boat on a mooring in the harbor, and if we look over here we can see another boat. I don't think that's a lobster boat though. So we'll watch this lobster boat dock, and then we'll take a look at the rest of the harbor. That's a relatively new lobster boat in the 40-foot range. They've gotten beamier and beamier as the years have gone by. And they're from Islesford on Little Cranberry Island. So they're probably taking a load of groceries and the like over there. And as we walk down the waterfront here, you see they've got quite a bit of parking down here, and it's all free parking all year. And then over here we have the harbor master's office and a sort of community building with restrooms. Okay. And here is the Northeast Harbor Marina. It's pretty empty right now. Almost all lobster boats with one sailboat in the marina. And the next little marina over, where that sort of dark slate blue sailboat is located, is Morris Yachts, which is now part of Hinckley Yachts. So it's pretty quiet here. Not too many boats left here. I think a lot of the lobster boats that winter over here are out fishing right now, though, because it's about 40 degrees and very calm, as you can see here. It's also calm out of this area, so quite a good day to go out and get a little lobstering in and catch some hard shell lobsters. So this is the Northeast Harbor waterfront area. As you can see, it's set up pretty nicely for tourists, and the marina is set up for tourist boats to come in and tie up. In the summer, there wouldn't be any lobster boats at the marina. This would all be yachts, and usually some big ones out on the end ties. And there are a few boats in the harbor. There's a sailboat out there, and that's about it. In the summer, of course, this harbor is packed full of yachts. Okay, over there on the far side, the larger building is the Astaku Inn, which is the other significant hotel here in Northeast Harbor. And the other buildings overlooking the harbor are all summer cottages. But that's a quick look at Northeast Harbor here on December 30th, 2021. As you can see, other than a little bit of activity down here at the waterfront and the power company putting new power poles up in downtown, it's pretty quiet here. And that is normally the case this time of year. And as you can see, if you look behind me, like over in Southwest Harbor and Bass Harbor, we have no snow. So that wraps up my little video of Northeast Harbor here on December 30th, 2021. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why don't you click that thumbs up button and give me a like. And if you want to see more content like this and get notified about it, why don't you subscribe to my channel and think about clicking that notification bell. Thank you for watching.